As we mentioned earlier, 6 candidates have qualified for Tuesday's debate in Des Moines. It's the smallest lineup so far in the Democratic presidential race. We'll see Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg, Amy Klobuchar, Bernie Sanders, Tom Steyer, and Elizabeth Warren on stage. It is the final debate before the first nominating contest for Democrats, the Iowa caucuses. Let's bring in CBSN political contributor and Democratic strategist Lynda Tran. She joins me now from Des Moines, Iowa. All right, Lynda, we have been seeing Senator Sanders' campaign go after Joe Biden and even a rare split between Sanders and Senator Elizabeth Warren. Do we expect these attacks to spill onto the debate stage?
Well, I definitely think that there's going to be some discussion about it. I mean, let's be real. We're 21 days out now. We've seen the flip of the calendar, and as we have expected and have been talking about for weeks until now, this is the moment for the candidates to really demonstrate what separates them from the pack and to really get people's attention just in time to set the narrative for the early 4 states.
Well, are these kinds of squabbles something establishment Democrats want to see at this point in the campaign?
Well, I think that there's a difference between showing some policy differences and contrasting yourself with others in the field and showing yourself to be nasty. I mean, I think that there is a lot of consensus among the many individuals in the Democratic Party who want to see the Democratic nominee win and to go into the general election strong. I think there's a great deal of desire for things not to take a nasty turn. So I think that while it is important and natural and expected for these candidates to differentiate themselves, not only while they're on the campaign trail, but also on the debate stage, the tone does matter. And so I would think that people are going to try to keep things collegial.
Besides those 3, we'll see Buttigieg, Klobuchar, and Steyer tomorrow. And there is a saying that there are 3 tickets out of Iowa. Does that seem likely to change this time around?
You know, the 3 tickets notion for folks who are watching at home, the idea that you're either, gold, silver, or bronze, and if you're not one of the top 3, you've really lost your momentum. I think that things are going to be a little bit different in 2020. One of the contenders in the field, former Mayor Michael Bloomberg, is not even planning to compete until Super Tuesday on March 3rd. And so the field is not going to shift so dramatically this cycle, I would expect, the way that it has previous years.
Well, we're also seeing a number of new endorsements. Iowa Attorney General Tom Miller endorsed Joe Biden. So did Texas Congressman Colin Allred. Congressman Max Rose just endorsed Bloomberg, and a local New Hampshire union backed Sanders. So how much do these kinds of endorsements actually matter right now?
Every single cycle we talk about endorsements and whether they have an impact on the race. And the truth is most of the time they do not. There have been some rare exceptions, such as when Colin Powell endorsed President Barack Obama the first time he ran for office, where it's actually had the potential to really shift the narrative. These kinds of endorsements are, however, important to show that there is support among the establishment at this point, that there is some level of momentum behind these key campaigns. The endorsement of Congressman Colin Allred for Joe Biden in particular is interesting because they're showing a level of support growing among members of the Congressional Black Caucus for Joe Biden. So while they're not going to shift the poll numbers dramatically, they are significant just to demonstrate that people have people on their side.
All right, Lynda Tran joining us from Iowa. Lynda, thank you.